Hey friends. Yesterday somebody asked me for some book recommendations and I gave them a whole list, but at the top of the list was The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue um, by V.E. Schwab. I actually love this book, and while I was talking to her and another girl about it, I actually wanted to reread it. Um, there's something about this book, and I think it's just the fact that it's not really that it's super romantic or anything, even though there are romantic qualities to it. It's really more that she finds this about herself. She romanticizes her own life. Um, and I just really love that. Addie is presented with this opportunity to marry because she's like a single, 21, 22-year old in like 1700s France, which is just frowned upon. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want to get married. And so she runs off and she is praying to just whoever will listen. And the wrong God answered and really took advantage of her situation. And, it's like a trickster situation. And so she is now faced with immortality. And she doesn't have any family, friends, anybody to really lean on. And she is now, wandering through life alone. And she's making the most out of it. And she sees this as an opportunity for freedom. And even though she does meet somebody along the way who is going to look at her and see just the best of her situation the way that she does, it's really just about her and the way that she is viewing her life. And I think that we can all really take something out of that. I've heard people say that this book is overrated. I don't know. I will always recommend it. I recommend it to anybody who's kind of in a reading slump. I've heard this categorized as fantasy, even though it does take place in our world, not in some fantasy world, which I think is cool, when we have fantasy as a part of our world. It does take place in our France, in our New York, in our, very real locations. And so pick it up if you want something that you want to read. I'm going to be doing more book reviews. This is just the first one. I read this a few years ago, but like I said, I'm willing to revisit it. If you find yourself, maybe kind of stuck, like you're reading the same stuff over and over and over again, I would give this a read. But, oh, and this little constellation that you see here does play a role in the book, which is really cool, as you see it throughout time. Um, but yeah, so give me a follow. I'm going to be doing more of these over time. Thanks.